Hey, what's up everyone, Sanglitten here, and we are back for another recorded game of Dune Imperium Digital ranked game. So, had quite some success in the last dozens of games, I should say, because I think it's been like 15 games I haven't ended below top 2, which is very good. And that meant we climbed quite a lot in the few games I've played this week. So I'm now, I think, a couple of ELO points away from top 11, which is still not exactly where we want to be, but it is better than nothing, obviously. Yeah, target now is definitely to reach top 10, hopefully, and then maybe we can go closer to top 5, although this might be a bit more complicated than it sounds. Alright, so let's have a quick look at the leaderboard here. We're player 1. We see obviously Baron here will most likely not be there for us. As player 1, we have a very low chance of getting to that, I fear. Although it would have been very fun, we will probably have to look to get someone else. Stilgar, Fremenkamp, shifting allegiances. I mean, yeah, shifting and Stilgar not too bad. Imperial Spy is also alright. Dr. Yue, yeah. Memo Corder, Minimic Film, Holtzman, some very good text there. But I think as player 1, I quite like starting as Yuna. Although Ilban could also be a thing. Not a big fan of Memnon, although he could be someone we could see ourselves playing in that case, given the good and cheap text there. But I just didn't feel like it, to be honest. Alright, I'll smuggle first. Hopefully someone can stop Baron here. I have no water, so Hardy would have been a consideration for me. But no water means Baron can freely go figure his master stroke for this combat, which is, to be honest, best round 1 combat he can get. Let's see if he does, though. Yeah, it would be greedy not to do it first thing. And it was, to be honest, a mistake from Helena not to go Hardy here. Would have tried preventing that. Maybe, I mean, we could also argue it was a mistake for me to take Yuna, knowing that Baron was player 3, because it does prevent me from going Hardy by nature. But then again, I was not aware of what the combat would be. Could have maybe prevented that, but I didn't want to choose my leader only considering that Baron threat. Now, ideally we can go wealth. That next round we might still have wealth again for ourselves, and that would be our Swordmaster. With any other leader I would have said Steel Suits could play the same role, getting 2 Solari, but the difference is we get 3 Solari actually from doing that, and we need 3 Solari now to try and get Swordmaster next round. We end up on some nice persuasion, to be honest. I mean, Stilgar is fine, but I think I'd rather go shifting an Imperial Spy here. Did she play her ring? No. I think I'll go shifting rather, and Imperial Spy. Another shifting. Well, The good thing is Helena has her Seek ally, so she should be able to open shipping for herself, so that actually Baron will get it on Helena's turn, plus on his own, but then from there on he shouldn't see it too often. Hopefully we get wealth, but there is a high likelihood Helena will go full space. Baron will need to do shipping if he wants it this round. Then the only risk is actually Leto. In which case I could actually smuggle down now, given smuggling is open. It is sad we can't just smuggle up and get enough for our Soulmaster. But that's just how it is. Take a minute to just thank our latest YouTube subscribers and Twitch followers. It means really a lot to me. We're at 97 on 100 on that YouTube goal, 3 off of that magic number. So if we could get there, it would really be hugely appreciated. So if you can hit that subscribe button, also that like button to try and help pushing that video to fellow Dune players, would be absolutely huge. And this is our Soulmaster round 2. Which, to be honest, is one of the main reasons I picked Yuna as player 1, is that even if you don't get smuggled a second time, if wealth is open for yourself in both rounds, which is not guaranteed, but it's also not one of the most popular places. It's probably the 4th or 5th most popular after full space, smuggling. Especially when the Baron is in the game, Hardy becomes also one of those more popular ones. Still suits. Maybe even Technigo, arguably. All of those I would probably place above wealth in those first 2 rounds. So we normally can see ourselves dreaming about Soulmaster round 2, even as player 1. And that obviously gives us a huge advantage in terms also of gaining more information on what our opponents are doing combat-wise. Baron has a dagger in hand. Let's see if Leto should join the combat, to be honest. If he doesn't, that could be a very interesting one to win for us. We're not so expensive. Going Haga to fuel his next ring. And his shifting, actually. Web of power. And Baron gets it. Oh, that's disgusting. Leto at 6, we could beat him. He has 1 intrigue though, but is Arakin a good play for us? Depends on what we draw. But I think it's worth a try here. Although we are lacking spice, so going to Imperial Basin could allow us to go back to Basin and get shifting going. Although actually if we don't go, then Imperial Basin will have an additional bonus spice. And I don't see them necessarily going there. Now that Leto picked spice, Baron will go shifting again. I think we can try. Well, that's alright, yeah. Leaves us more persuasion for next round, I guess. I'll take a liaison. Maybe that Chris knife is still there next round, and we could get Fremenbond going. It's also interesting because obviously it's 2 Solari for ourselves if we play it. Yeah, that's good. That is good. This is alright. There goes shifting, so I would like ideally to play it on Imperial Basin. So Imperial Spy to Wealth could also be nice to get that out of the deck, get an additional intrigue and get 3 Solari to use advanced weaponry. Maybe we start with that. It is a bit of a risk though, because then shifting might not be playable. Do I see anyone going base in there? I might first go Imperial Spy to be honest and hope that basin is open for shifting and to send out the Dreadnought at the same time. This is interesting. I could see him doing full space to be honest. Unlocking shifting for himself, shipping for himself. Yeah, he does smuggle with his shifting allegiances, which should also do the same trick for him. I'll go wealth first. I think it's higher priority. Probably. Getting herself enough water for Great Flood. What does Baron do with that? Oh, went for... I mean, he had some crazy luck so far. Between the Web of Power and the fact the first combat was exactly the one he needed. This Windfall. Good for us as well. Imperial Basin is open, so we can send out a Dreadnought and unlock shipping. I was thinking maybe we can just clinch that alliance for the 4 Solari, because that would be enough for our ring, but no, we can't, no. So let's leave it at that. I don't want to reshuffle like that, so Arakin is a no-go. I would like the power play if it's still there. Chris Knife is also fine, to be honest. Minimic and Memo Quarter, 2 of the best techs, to be honest. Definitely worth picking them up. Chomerky, Holtzman are also part of those that I really like, but right now we haven't picked up a single water so far. That's also why Chris Knife could be good for us, some Fremen access to get still suits. Okay, now we have two reasonably good targets for our reveal. We might not get any, to be honest, but Helena probably goes for power play, so it leaves Baron with 2 cards on reveal if he plays that last agent. And Leto with the High Council, so he certainly can get what he wants, which is probably a Truesayer. Carthag being blocked means if we want to send out more, we need to go to Arakeen, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to reshuffle here. I want shifting and the ring back in the deck. So maybe, maybe no, Technego is the only one we can go with our ring then. Unless I still reshuffle. Okay, never mind. Hurricane gone anyways. We could also Menta, but I don't see much value in doing that. Okay, Chan is also good. Chan is also very good. So let's just do that. Gives us a negotiator. Still better than early revealing, I think. What he revealed? He revealed 6. Okay. I think I'll take the Chris Knife, although maybe not, maybe it's crazy. Truesayer is a better card, but Chris Knife in our situation then again Truesayer relieves some pressure off of our Dipro, and then Dipro can go I'll leave it at that so far. Okay, we get 2 spies for free, because Dreadnought comes back in the garrison, so that's really good. It fuels our shifting allegiances. It's also pretty nice. Probably go shifting here. It's a bit sad, because I would love to do that with the ring, or to fuel the ring, let's put it that way. Maybe I do shift to smuggle, we smuggle down to get the Solari for the ring, go up here. I think I use that bump away, because I kind of want that alliance, so I don't really want to go back down. Because it's a nice target for our ring to deploy a bit more if we want to, although this is not really the combat we absolutely want to deploy more, but still let's take it away and take Fremen here, so that we can potentially go siege tower as well. Siege tower could give us a water to maybe go Haga Basin afterwards. So Helena has a power play and Leto a shifting. Baron the web of power, just in terms of surprise influence bumps, let's put it that way, that I'm not caught off guard here, because I want that alliance, but maybe we can still delay it. Maybe better just to take it. Even if we don't deploy the troops. We could deploy one dreadnought, one troop. We get one troop from siege tower, 2 troops here, and we keep one troop from the ring. Then we have 4 in the garrison. It's healthy. We could even send more out of Haga Basin afterwards if we feel like. But I don't think that's what we want to do. Could also just go Carthage. Get another intrigue. But water feels pretty good. If we can pick up those 3 spies, could be a chomarchy for us. I think we leave it at that. Okay, Stilgar is here. Probably has 1 dagger. Maybe it's still in the deck. I'll leave it at that for now, I think. Could also just send out the dreadnought though. Yeah, let's just do that. Don't want to fight too hard over that. If this was round 6, I would maybe fight a bit more, because then Manta for round 7, it is quite valuable to try and get an edge over opponents in a level 3 combat, but here I think I'm all good. It's not like we have like massive cards we want to play next round. Crusader, Diplo plus whatever else is enough for our 3 agents. Shipping. Next time we probably want to ship. We only have 1 Dune though, so there is a world in which we don't draw it. Hopefully this is not the world we live in. Otherwise it would be a bit of a bummer. Haga Basin was taken sadly. Guess we save our water. I just go Imperial Basin, or do I go Arakin? Don't really want to risk it, because Diplo, Trusair and Dune would suck a bit to draw them, to be honest. Yeah, let's just go Imperial Basin then. Not send out. Though maybe we should have. But again, knowing now she doesn't have swords, she has 3 intrigues though, but letting her blow 1 out would also be fine. Wrist knife's still there. I'll probably take that if Leto doesn't. Would have loved the power play obviously, but out of our budget. Selective breeding and milking out that Web of Power to the best of his ability because he has the friendships everywhere. Yeah. He gets it. Another truce here. Yeah, this time I'll take Chris Knife, I think. This is actually not so bad for Yuna. Maybe I'll take it. The one time where that little warning, like, you could buy another card, is actually useful because it made me change my mind. 114 cards yet, so that's not great. Maybe Trucery could go selective, trashing maybe a dagger out of here. Never mind, we don't have any dagger here. All of them in the deck, so what's up with that? We could trash, I guess, Dune, and the only one. Ah, no, never mind. That's why I love Trucery, is that you can first discard a card. So let's discard a dagger, trash the dagger. Loving that. That's also why I feel like that's one side of the Holo Projector that is often disregarded, is the fact it creates a discard for you if you want, because you can discard whatever you want, and then it is in your discard, so you could trash it with your next action, which also inherently makes cards like Fedaikin Death Commando or Gene Manipulation a bit better, because those trash effects on the agent icon are good. The only problem is if you draw them with an empty discard, you kind of juggling with different thoughts there. You want to trash, but not really out of your hand, so a bit of a weird in between. A Baron tying us there and getting a Spiceman's Flow. He's definitely the main threat so far, especially with that Web of Power that he has. But Leto and Helena both have a power play, so no alliance is safe unless fully capped. That's maybe something we want to do as well. Here we have shipping, so we won't think it too long. Both daggers are there. No, that's the worst actually, because then my plan does not really work. I could actually, I'll probably flip Recon away and trash Recon, because we have Bounty Hunter that kind of replaces it. There's a trash Dune, but actually we could, because we drew, or we vote 2 more yellow accesses, and then reshuffling like that could be fine. I mean, if I really wanted to trash a dagger, I could Ixion first, those 2 cards away, and then Crusader discard a dagger. Ah, no, it wouldn't work. It would then straight up being reshuffled in my deck before I trash. Never mind. Oh, and it's not like I wouldn't blow an Intrigue on just willing to trash a dagger instead of a Dune or a Recon. We have choice in terms of what we trash. It's not that big of a deal. Suits was also one of my ideas, to be honest, but maybe Hardy could be our last agent if it's open. Let's see. I'll trash Dune on the discard so that it's not getting reshuffled in the deck right now, because I will use the Trucery effect to reshuffle. See what we get from that. A Chris Knife. I could maybe Ixion away Dagger and Recon, for instance, to try and draw into the liaison, so that we could reveal Chris Knife, and never mind. I was thinking Diplo to Hardy, revealing Chris Knife gives us the alliance. That is not happening. It is a bit sad though. Now Diplo, I probably played to wealth. Or maybe I still Ixion first. See what we get. So this is good. This is a good hand. I'm not sure I want to ruin it with an Ixion. Could also just Dagger to I counsel, but the ring is coming up soon. I want to keep the Solari for the ring. For the week. Should be able to generate quite some Solari when dropping from here again. I think I'll just go with. It's sad for that though, but I play it for some spice instead, because it does give us 2 Solari though. Maybe I do that. Because then we have 4 persuasion as well, and that could be a Thopter. Why not taking 2 spice? Yeah, actually better. Then we can also send out our Dreadnought. Get a water back, and this prepares the shifting. We could shift from Smuggle, potentially. And obviously it brings us to 7 Solari as well, so the ring is ready to... Yeah, we have quite some influence plays coming up. Could definitely go for a second alliance, I think. Although we have to be careful, because power plays and shiftings are everywhere. But this is a bump. Shifting is 2 bumps. I mean, not 1, but 2 on a chosen track. And a ring is another bump. With 4 bumps, we could see ourselves maybe taking 2 here to lock it up. An additional 2. Maybe there, because Baron doesn't have any like power plays or shiftings. Maybe we can go mess with that alliance. Also because we have Chris Knife potentially, so let's see where he takes his. Okay, focusing friendships right now. I'm not sure that's the right play as a Leto, because with your ring you can catch up on friendships quite easily. Whereas obviously now he can't use the ring here, he can use it here, which I'm not a big fan of. Yeah, he has 1 more bump here as well, or here, so. But still, point stands, I think you should rather go for an alliance and focus the friendships with your ring. I'll take the Smuggler's Slapper here. Like the draw power, and we trashed the Dune right now, so we can afford 1 more yellow access there. He did it too early. Yeah, I was about to say. Need to reveal first. Let's see if we can get smuggle next round. We might not, because Leto is also on the track here. Round 6 is usually a good moment to reset it, to not have to waste an agent turn on a non-combat space during those money combats around 7 and later. I mean, by money combat, I mean those that really matter because they're about 2 VPs or alliance tiers. That Grand Vision alliance, I mean combat, which is not the best, but still it can be worth trying to fight for it. You have to like reset your shipping track with a move to one of those. When you actually want to fight, might not always be optimal. So we just get 1 water out of that. That's alright, we just spent a troop out of that. We get some value out of that dreadnought. Oh, can she beat him? That would be actually quite nice for the game, because Baron is definitely the main threat. Ah, he still ends up in front of us. I would have hoped this puts him down. So he still got a point, but from a staged incident instead. So what do we want to do? We have enough for the ring to work actually without taking Solari from here. Maybe we take the spice and go for a Chomeraki afterwards. Does sound a bit crazy though, because we see the ring again next round, which is a possibility as long as we don't reshuffle. We might regret that though. Bounty Hunter gives us 3 Solari if we play it by infiltrating. If we get smuggling, that gives us 2 Solari, so that would be 9, 12, assuming best case. Ah, never mind. Smuggling is even taken by Baron here. This is quite weird. But it does suck a bit here, because we're blocked on that track now. Maybe even for longer than what I thought. Because next round it could very well be that both Baron and Leto goes there as well. So what's our plan here? Like shifting to get that alliance could still make sense to get a second water as well, because then Bounty Hunter could potentially go... Oh. Now that's not great, but we could steal it. The only problem is Leto has the ring, and with the ring he can obviously catch up quite easily to us. Maybe that's not the right play. Maybe I ring first to get water. Take the bump here. And then we can shift to take that alliance instead. And with the water we could maybe set up a research station. Not sure about that though. The water here could still make sense though to set that up for later. Yeah, let's do that. I defend my alliance though. I don't think I do. Not so far. I will fight here, I think. I like that combat, especially before reshuffling. Could allow us to maybe in our deck out of one dagger before the reshuffle. We could try to get that now that she used her power play. Leto used it as well, so now the only double influence threat is actually Leto with his shifting, but he doesn't have it yet. But yeah, I could see ourselves sneaking in front there. Maybe I do research still after our shifting play. Shifting could go tech nego, but I spent 2 spice, so then we have 1 spice and a negotiator. Plus that discount, it means we could buy something with 3. Sad, Chomerky would have been nice, but that although, actually, detonation device could work for us this round. It would take 2 VPs from that, potentially. Let's see, maybe shifting, if it gives us a combat card, I'd be a bit more confident on taking a win here. Let's see. I'll take it away here, because we have the Chris knife that I would expect would give that back to us. I just got my second water, so it's not dramatic to lose access to Siege Tower. Okay, we have Strategic Push, which is not the best combat card. You know what? I said I would take it if we get a combat card, so let's do it. Let's try. Our third agent would definitely be Bounty Hunter to Carthag, I think. Holo Projector popped. Baron on 7 points now. Got all his friendships, 1 Spice Smith Throw and Staged Incident. We're on 6, so not too bad, but 2 alliances. A bit weak though, and this is a bit weird. Don't know exactly what he expects from that. I mean, we have shifting, he doesn't have this kind of potential cards. This is really not great. This is not good news for us. How much does he send out though? Probably enough to deny us the point. 16. Carthag gives us 15, 17 with that, 18 with the dagger. He's on 2 intrigues. I think I'll still go Carthag. Let's hope for an ambush or something like that. But I have to try. Have to try it, although it is a weak push from that combat card, but it still brings us over him, assuming these are not combat cards. Let's see. Oh no, he gets... Oh, I understood that. Yeah, of course he has memo quarter, so that strong arm makes sense. Brought him over to that third bump. He only needs one more bump there. Complete memo. He's got one sword, so yeah, it's really about those intrigues. Hopefully he doesn't have any combat card so that we can take it with strategic push. Let's see. I'm not taking the guild admin, I think. Okay, this is worth 2 VPs for us. Come on, hopefully it works. Huge. That's amazing. Also for that additional bonus, that is the trash, we won't see that dagger again. Yes, we confirm that with great pleasure. Grand Vision though is a bit tough for us, obviously. Let's see. What can we do here? Yeah, hopefully we get smuggling or shipping here. Would be quite important. With the ring we can set up a double bump. I'm scared. I'm afraid we won't get it, but let's see what Leto does. We have the Fremen Bone, so this gives us a point. That's 9. Sleeper Must Awaken could be 10 if we gather 4 spies, but kinda need two spy spots, which is a bit awkward. Okay, but good news, we get smuggling here. So Signet Ring will go smuggler, and then we can probably lock up that alliance. Or what do we lock? Yeah, I think we locked the Bene. It did give us 1 spy though, so now we're missing 3 spies. Aga could give that to us, but then it means we kind of need to get that friendship with Diplo, I assume. That could work. Chris Knife to Haga, Diplo to Hardy would be ideal. Then we can also send out as much strength as we can. Could also Ixion, see what we get there, but no, I'm not a big fan, because what do we Ixion? If we Ixion the liaison away, we lose the Fremen Bond. There's not much value in doing that. Yeah, first Chris Knife to Haga, and then Diplo to whatever still is there. Is he chasing us there? Hopefully not. Okay, he doesn't. He goes for the steal there. That's huge. It does mean we don't have Haga, so I kinda need to go to Great Flat, but I can do that with my last agent. Nobody has water, so the only thing is it does prevent us from actually getting Hardy. Meaning if Baron wins the combat, he could steal a point from us. But that's alright, he cannot lock it, at least not as far as this reward goes. So then we could maybe take it back with the shifting next round. Helena winning is fine by me. She probably would take that alliance back, or could take that friendship, but she's still away. The real threat for us is definitely Baron. That's the one we don't want this combat to fall for. Baron has Memo Corder active. Oh, Holtzman as well, forgot about that. If he gets a second Spiceless Flow, that could be 8, 9, 10 for himself. But he only has 3 cards right now. No High Council, so... I mean, if that's draw power, then yeah, might get there, but I would hope it is not. Like no one really committed that hard on that combat is not reassuring for me, because Baron has the last agent, 3 intrigues, and win it somehow and take that alliance would delay the endgame. Hopefully there's no plans within plans there neither, because otherwise we're cooked. Otherwise he's getting that win for sure. Unless he has nothing else right now. Like literally just plans within plans and Memo would bring him to 10. We will also be at 10. Plus 3 spies. No, he would win on spies tiebreaker actually. Maybe I do Ixian? Because then we could get Smuggler Thopter. Potentially for 1 more spice, and that would mean we win on Solari tiebreaker. What did he just play now? Rapid mobilization? Or, no. No, okay, Leto is playing. Targeting a spice must flow there. I'm torn between trying to fish for that Smuggler Thopter. If it's endgame, I should. So now the question is, do I believe... Yeah, Helena has 3 intrigues and is 8 in front of Baron. Baron revealed 3 cards, has 3 intrigues as well, but surely she wins it. Oh, the thing is, if she has a demand respect, it's steal from us actually. Thing is that Ixian Probe could cost us if we play it now and we draw, let's say, shifting. That would suck. But I think I'll try it. Just because I could see Baron having that plans within plans, and if that gives us Smuggler Thopter for a reveal of 1 spice that shifts the tiebreaker to Solari. That could be huge. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, didn't work. A bit. With the demand respect, she could actually take back that alliance and take that alliance on top. Although it would still mean endgame because we're at 10 and she wouldn't take any point from us. But it would put her at 8 points, so maybe second, depending on what Baron has in terms of endgames. Yeah, hopefully she's not sitting on that demand respect, because otherwise her best shot is still at taking our alliance. I'll still send it. Let's see, it might be a bit of a funny moment, but have to try. Okay, no, she's taking that alliance, so we're safe. Sitting on machine culture, not working. Let's go. Huge. It is very good. It is very good. Yeah, 10 points. 2 alliances. Sleeper Must Awaken was good. That device was goated. This one was really the game changer for us. In fact, we won that combat with one like tiny combat card. What was the name? A strategic push. That was a hell of a strategic push, to be honest. But yeah, we got that. So it feels pretty good. Let's have a quick look now at what it means for our hero. Did I breach? Yeah, top 11 is done now. That's huge. And how close are we from top 10? Yeah, 2 wins, I guess, and we're there. And then top 5, though, is another 70 points. That's 10 wins in a row. Even more, actually, now that we exceeded 1800. The win is only 5 elo, so yeah. Some work to be done, but we're gonna get there, hopefully. Maybe not top 5, but top 10. Definitely the objective here. Anyways, thanks a lot, everyone, for having a watch. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. It would really be super helpful for me. And yeah, have a good one. Hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.